Welcome everyone to our Leadership Espresso Podcast. What if you could turn any doubt in business into greatness? Now, your takeaway for today could be to start to embrace a new mindset that I call infinite game mindset. Let me ask you a question. What do you see if you look into the current COVID-19 business world? Well, I see a lot of businesses that resize. Some of them grow and some others shrink. Now, the answer to the question to which group you belong largely depends on your mindset and on your belief. Now, if you played by a mindset or a belief on a finite game, you would probably believe that there is just one cake out there, one market, one playground. Now, if you play that game, most likelihood is, like in the automotive industry, in the traditional automotive industry, that you start to fight on price, that you start to fight for a market share, and most probably with rising expenditure on R&D, you would lose also profit. Now, if you played by a different mindset, the infinite game mindset, you would probably realize there is more than one cake. Now, the first step into that mindset of infinite game, you would need to discover what are the beliefs that drive your decisions. Now, let me give you an example about myself, a small example, but that illustrates how this will drive decisions. Now, for a couple of weeks, I was hanging out with a decision to buy an e-bike. Now, it's not a multi-billion-dollar investment, but still it's kind of a money, right? And I could figure out that it took me a couple of weeks weighing the pros and cons up until finally I would allow myself to make that investment. Now I realized that my belief in the current COVID-19 situation was also shaped and molded by doubts and fear. How will the future look like? And all the business shrink, my clients start to think about shrinking, and it would bring me into the same kind of line of rationale, the emotion of doubt, fear, and what fear does, it shrinks you. Now, life played by an infinite mindset, it's not about doubt and fear, it's about accepting that there is more than enough for everyone. And so when I realized last week that my decisions on the issue of e-bike are really directed by that belief, there was the solution. There was the underlying power that I asked myself the question, do I want to play the finite game or infinite game? Because once you take that decision, this decision and the belief is not discrete. It's not just in one area or another. So you would realize that playing the game, you find it in all areas. Now, just from this little example, my question to you is, what kind of beliefs drive your decisions in business and in life currently in these circumstances of COVID-19? Now, please share your comments and thought about this, and let's co-create the future together with an infinite mind game belief. So be inspired. What else